Shit. Alright. Say no more. It's your boy. It is your boy. In fact, what I'm gonna do, I'm taking the Bluetooth off. It is what it is, bro. Yo, viewing cut. Bro, what the hell? How do you come here as soon as the notification comes, man? Tell me about that. That's kind of crazy. Nice to see you. Yo, Gigi, what? Bro, like literally, I was just coming here to test like 1, 2, 3, saying, yo, I just wanted to check if everything was still working. Ah, you used to watch me viewing car. Fuck, I didn't even realize that. Man, hey, look, it's really nice to see some good old friends I haven't seen. Well, basically, I haven't seen you guys for months. You know? Oh, Cosmo's here. Oh, Lord. How have I been, Gigi? I ain't gonna lie. Life's been fucking crazy. You know how it is, man. We kind of get a little bit caught up in things. I really tried to quit watching like live streams, Kick, Discord and all that shit, like Twitch and all that. It fucks with your mind, man. Right now, I feel a little bit crazy right now. Like, as in, what, like, and this is one thing I want to ask you guys. How many years have you been watching this shit? How is this shit not driving you mad already? It's like, I get dumber and dumber every time I watch all of this crap. The whole gang. And hey, look, all of you guys are on Kick as well. Fucking hell. By the way, guys, I'm in the middle of central London. I wanted to... Hey, it's VG. Cosmo, VG, Tall Sushi Roll. Fucking... Let's fucking go, man. The whole gang is reunited. What's the plan? Shit. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little bit anxious. Right now, there's quite a few people out there, you know what I'm saying? And look, I'm not trying to get pressed. But I just wanted to basically come on to do a bit like, how do you say, like, just basically, you know, get myself back into the swing of things, if that makes sense. I feel like there's a few of you that I haven't spoken to in a very long time. We've lost touch and shit, and you guys somehow randomly got the notification, came to the stream as soon as I fucking started it, and I was only expecting like fucking no one, as in I was just gonna test things out. There are some things that we want to do. We want to talk to a couple of people, but you know, oh shit, oh, pressed by who? You never know. Look, life is fucking unpredictable, and I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I've been through a lot of shit. As in, you know, seen a lot of crazy shit. Has nothing to do with me. And then, you know, it's one of those ones. Look, I'm not scared I'm gonna die or anything like that, but it's just one of those ones. It's like, the reason why I'm talking about like being pressed mainly is because the way I'm holding this fucking selfie stick in my fucking phone and shit like that, people are just gonna be like looking at it and thinking, oh, you got me on camera. I've had a few of those actually in a couple of the last live streams I did. Not the New Year's one. The New Year's one nobody gave a fuck, but like during like the normal Saturday nights and shit. I'm avoiding getting jumped right now. Oh shit. You know what? Do you want that to be a challenge? You want to see how quickly I can get jumped right here? How quickly I can get... Hey, look, I'm not... The only way... The easiest way to do that is to disrespect people. I'm not going to go up to anyone and disrespect them. But like I said, you know, you got to kind of respect people's like privacy and shit like that. There's groups of people and stuff like that enjoying themselves, having fun. Look, I'm okay to go around and just do my thing. At the end of the day, it is what it is. If anyone thinks, oh, they're included, I'd be like, no, I'm just, you know, doing my own thing. But if they do want to chat and they don't care about that stuff, like, if you guys seen like the live stream on Kick where I was with a couple of people, one guy who was with his girlfriend and they were with their friends. I think they wanted to have like a threesome or something with me or some shit like that. He was always basically he was a little zest, like, and he was like, the guy who showed his ass, the clip, I don't know if you guys seen it, but there's a clip on my Kick channel, right? And the guy literally like turns around, pulls his trousers down, shows his ass, and I've got it on cam. I should have actually been banned for that shit, you know what I'm saying? I should have been banned. That clip is actually still on the channel. So if you guys want to see bare naked man's butt, it's right there for you to see. I know. But yeah, you guys can check that out a little bit later. Right now, I'm going to show you my surroundings. I'm the new content. Hey, look, man. You're putting a lot of pressure. A lot of fucking pressure right now. I'm just here to live life, right? I don't even know what... Hit up the girls. Okay, fuck it. Say no more then. Follow me then. We're gonna do some walking. Shit. Guys, protect me. If anything happens, nothing's gonna happen. I'm telling you, nothing's gonna happen. But you know, I'm a doomer. Where the JAWNS at, bro? You think it's empty right now? I'm telling you. Just ahead right there, just behind this, there's a lot of people, or there's quite a few people there. By the way, it's a little bit chilly, so if I sound like I'm taking a pause, or you know, the camera's shaking a little bit, I'm shivering. Fuck a... Hey, told sushi, you want me to fuck a bitch on... Bro, okay, look, I'm not gonna lie to you. I am not gonna lie to you. Having sex on stream, that's something that obviously ran through my mind. And the only reason why that ran through my mind was because I managed to get away with having a bare naked ass as a clip on my channel, and I haven't been banned yet. That's because obviously I'm flying under the radar. Nobody knows me, don't attract any attention, don't get any viewers. You can basically get away with anything if you're like a 10 follower Andy, a 2 viewer Andy, whatever. Look, I'm saying that the thought came across my mind. I'm not saying I'm actually doing it. I'm not doing it. Let's go. All right, guys, stop being so scared. Hey, look, the main reason I'm actually nervous is because it's been months since I've actually last been on the stream. That's mainly it. Apart from that, you just don't know what's gonna happen. I mean, life is so unpredictable. I'm a doomer. Like, I still believe I could get struck by lightning. You know what I'm saying? It's fucking dirty, man. Shit. It's a lot more empty than I thought. Am I crashing out? Bro, I'm crashing out every fucking day. Every single day I have something to rant about. Every day, even if you don't see me in person, right? If I'm in someone else's stream and on chat, I'm always crashing out, complaining about something. Shit. What time is it? Right now it's 5:14. So it's a little bit, it's really late actually. It's really fucking late right now. It's pretty late right now. I was going to do this a little bit earlier. I'm basically in central London. And yeah, I know it kind of looks a little bit dead right now, but there is more people around the corner, I'd say. Why am I awake so early? I'm not awake, actually. I was up since yesterday, so all the way since last night. Fuck. Sorry about the shake, guys. I'm still fucking shivering. Wow. But yeah, look, first of all, I just want to say it's nice to see you guys again. I didn't realize that you guys were still up. I know there's a lot of other streams going on right now. I was actually tuning in, watching Gary. Oh, check this out, man. We've got a few things that I do want to show you. But yeah, like, so it's nice for you to even just come by and say hello. And I wanted to have a few plans as to what I was gonna do, because honestly speaking, I'm gonna try to come back on tomorrow. I'm not. This isn't a be all. You thought I was gonna visit Gary, the viewing car. I mean, to be honest, it's been like a week since I've been back, like on the Discord, on his stream. It's been around a week, and I was off kick in Discord for like months, like 4 or 5 months or something like that. And so there wasn't any plans for me to actually go over to the US. I don't really. Free time is a little bit hard to come by. Like throughout the whole entire year, I've not actually been able to get more than 4 or 5 days off maximum, like from work and shit. So if I wanted to actually, and I was thinking about this, if I wanted to go over there and do a stream, right, with them, hey, we're gonna do this challenge, be part of one of ICE's fucked up challenges. If I wanted to actually do that, I need at least a minimum 2 weeks, you know, guaranteed, because there's the time getting in before everything starts, during, and there might be a few things I want to do after. And if you're going somewhere like fucking Austin, Texas, you don't want to just go there and just go back or anything like that. If I'm going there, I'm going to have to make the most out of it, meaning I'm going to have to go to other cities as well. That's going to be very expensive as well. So it basically, it crossed my thought. It crossed my mind. I haven't really been able to prepare anything. What do I do for work? Joe Nation. I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm a lowly, working class, blue collar guy. Bro. Mainly, I am not gonna lie. So, I'm not like Moises. I don't do like bartending gigs or anything like that. In terms of like the career side of things, mainly work with like insurance companies. That's basically it. So it's nothing too exciting. Oh, stop shaking. Sure, okay. Let me warm up my hand first. Alright, it's a little bit better. I feel like I feel a little bit warmer now that my hand's in my pocket. Enough, we need to do a bit of exploring. Look, first of all, there's a couple of things I want to say. Number one, Amaranth. There's something I want to say about her, bro. Oh, nobody's gonna hurt me. Hasn't stopped them before. I was joking. I'm joking. No. It's like, look, I'm just saying it's just been a while. Like I said, I kind of, you know when you're rusty from something. Like, I remember back when I was kind of doing it like once, twice, or 3 times a week. I was like, oh, fuck it, you know, I'm just out here doing my thing. Oh yeah, you want me to talk about the Amaranth story? I had an argument. I was in her channel. She was watching the Elon Musk Joe Rogan podcast, and she was like, oh yeah. Basically, I got timed out for around 4 days. Normally she doesn't respond to her chat, but I think I said something to get under her skin. Okay, now you guys are curious about what I actually said. God, I don't want to get into it. It's too much to do with politics. It's just about like basically Elon had a theory that, yeah, okay, there's no, you know, democracy is going to be eroded. And I was like, why is that? And, you know, he basically said something about, God, you know what, it is too much. Yeah, I'm the one who wanted to mention to us. The only reason why I'm mentioning is because I got timed out for 4 days. And she responded to like chat messages that weren't really about her, but about the issue, about what was being discussed. It was like pretty respectful. I was like, what he said kind of sounded like a little bit of a conspiracy theory. That's basically what I said. I was like, it seems a little bit far-fetched. And hey, look, it's not the first time that he said something crazy before. And I was just trying to reiterate that, and she was like, no, what do you know? Like, and she's like, yeah. And I don't understand why she decided to respond to my messages. Like, she don't respond to anyone's messages in her chat, and this was on Kick. and all of a sudden she like literally just picked it out and said, oh, you know what, there's this one idiot in chat who thinks this, and then all of a sudden I was like, look, I wasn't like fuck you Amaranth or anything like that. I never say that. Not once have I ever disrespected her in chat. And yeah, I don't know what it was, man. I think some people have changed, like ever since this whole fucking campaign has gone on. People have been a little bit more sensitive, in terms of what was being discussed. Like, it is what it is, man. She was mad that I wasn't staring at her cleavage and talking facts. I don't know. Like, one thing I will say about Amaranth is that she is a very fucking cold and calculating person. She's really cold and calculating. The way that she treated, let's go back. The way that she treated Moises, the way she treated him, I realized, wow, she actually is a little bit of a dick. You know what I'm saying? We know Moises is Moises. We know he's kind of like, and people are gonna find he's off, but it wasn't. The issue wasn't the issue wasn't always the whole thing about like the stream that they had together wasn't really the issues. The things that she said after that stream, she was saying shit on her own stream, saying like, Moises is this, he doesn't have his life together, he's fucked up, he's like one of those little boys that come on my chat and make fun of me and stuff like that. It's kind of embarrassing for a man to be like this or to be in a situation like that. I'm like, wow, would you still smash Amaranth even if you got timed out? Bro, don't even talk to me about that. Like, one thing I want to say is, I don't want to think about this anymore. Sex with people that you've got issues with, as in people, it's like fucking out of spite. Is that what you want me to do? You want me to fuck Amaranth out of spite? No. Okay, that was inappropriate. Do you get what I'm saying? Just the thought of it kind of makes me think, look, I know if you're with someone, you're in a partner, you might have arguments and shit like that. You don't hate them. This is a completely different situation. She's a complete stranger. She's a fucking multi-millionaire. She's super successful. I'm just some random nobody, just like everybody else, Obviously, there's a power dynamic there. Do you get what I'm saying? Oh, would I still smash? Oh, man. Yeah, why wouldn't I, is the question. Yeah, you can degrade me, you can disrespect me, just like you did to Moises, and I still want that shit, man. Bro, I don't even have cash on me, man. Jesus. Bro, do you get what I'm saying? Anyways, look, I got a secret. I got a little bit of weed with me, and we're gonna smoke this weed in a place where it's illegal. And I know I shouldn't be saying this just in case anyone comes across the stream. Okay, maybe that's a little bit, one of the reasons why I'm a little bit scared is because I'm worried that someone's gonna come across this and say, oh, he's doing illegal things. Because yes, this is not the very first time that I've done something illegal on stream. I've done it plenty of times. Every single time I smoked a joint or smoked a blunt on stream, I've done so illegally. Yeah. Oh shit, fuck. Would I smash Moises? Look, let's not even talk about that. Why? Okay, the reason why I'm saying that is because why would you talk about smashing someone who isn't sexually attracted to you? Like, this is another thing I should have said that, like, with the Amaranth thing. It's like, would I smash Amaranth? That's not the fucking question. The question is, would Amaranth smash me? And that's what a lot of guys need to be asking themselves and shit like that. Oh yeah, I'd still do that. Yeah, I'd still smash. Oh yeah, blah, blah, blah. Like, get the fuck out of my face. You're acting like that's a fucking choice. That's not your choice, it's not up to you. Unless you actually know the person, or you get what I'm saying. Say for example, if it's a streamer talking about her and they've done a collab with her, they've been with her and shit like that. Yeah, we can use Moises as another example, but I think we already know the answer to that. She probably wouldn't. She probably wouldn't. But exactly, I'm a philosopher. Like, let's break it down. Let's break it down there, Gigi. I'm a philosopher. Not really, but Moises wouldn't want me to smash him. Yeah, I'm saying it. But look, I'm not saying pause. I'm not saying what was the other one? There's old school shit. No, no homo. What the hell? That was the old school term that I was thinking about. Yeah, so Moises wouldn't want to do that. Why the hell would I even talk about it? I started off the stream saying I was sick and tired of watching streamers. What we're getting at? It's addictive. Very fucking addictive. Yeah, I'm sick and tired because I know that it was taking a toll on like my mental health. I knew I was going crazy, but I still wanted more, you know? That's why I watched it so much. Like, well, that's why I was obviously obsessed with it so much for a while. And then all of a sudden, take a break and I come back onto it again. I'm getting addicted again, and it's turning my brain to mush at the same time. I'm just recognizing the effects of watching these degenerates, bro. So that's basically what I'm getting at. It's not good for my health, but I keep coming back. And that's why I'm here right now. Yeah, no homo. Like, I've never had to say that. I've never had to say that. Why? Because maybe I am being... maybe instead of no homo, maybe it's yes homo. I know some people, like when they do the gay press, they're joking and stuff like that, but how do you know they're not serious? So just in case you ever hear me say that about someone, oh yeah, like if you ever hear me say anything sus about someone, best know that I mean it. Escape the Matrix. Fuck. Alright guys, it's looking a little bit more populated. Alright, I'm gonna set you guys up, man. I need to free my hands a little bit. Yeah, I'm not lying to you. Sorry guys, I wouldn't be shaking and shivering as much if it wasn't so damn cold. Oh. I think I hear someone. Don't worry, man. If there's any people coming and interrupting me, but hopefully nobody presses. Bro, if anyone does try to press, man, I'm fighting for my survival anyway. Hey, look, I just made up this false narrative that I'm scared and anxious and someone might press me. Look, someone might press me, but it is what it is. It's life, innit? Fuck it. Shit. If they... Fucking hell, wait. If they give them an EBZ slap. Speaking of EBZ, yeah, right. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not gonna. I'll obviously look. Listen, I'll defend myself however I need to. This isn't even a real issue. I don't even know why we're talking about this. See, I always look. I'm just saying, expect the unexpected. It's like, in my mind, this is just the way I am as a person. It's nothing to do with like where I'm at. It's to do with my experiences, everything that I've been through, you know. And you never know, you might catch someone on a bad day. You bump into them and then bang, all of a sudden you're having an argument. You might be a little bit pissed off. You'll say something that pisses them off, they'll say something that pisses you off, and then all of a sudden you're scrapping. And that's just the way it goes. Keep a cool head and try to de-escalate. I'm just saying, worst case scenario thinking is because so much bad shit has happened in my life. I'm not a person who thinks in like rainbows and roses and shit like that. I had an identity crisis during the time that I was on Twitch. At the first time that I started speaking to you guys back in like 2021 and shit like that, I came off as this guy who was so who was joking all the time and, you know, lighthearted. I used to say all of these things about I used to just make jokes in general. I used to be like, oh, JAWNS this, and You know, oh, hey, like, I used to never take things seriously. At heart, I am a light-hearted person, no matter how many bad things I've been through. But on the other side of things, when I'm not on chat, when I'm not on stream, when I'm dealing with the things in my life, from my past and family and everything, look, that's a whole nother situation, but there's so much that I've actually learned. And it's hard. Like, I can't even explain. Like I said, it's like something. What do you think about EBZ getting banned? I know about that situation. So he's getting banned because of clips on Omegle talking to underage girls and saying, hey, they're beautiful. Oh, she's pretty. It's like, and saying, well, how old are you? 12 or 13? And then they skip. Listen, there's a reason why so many people are extra careful when it comes to underage children. If you ever go on Omegle, if you go on Monkey, the very first thing that you ever do is you ask someone's age before anything else. You'd be like, yo, hey, how old are you? Are you 16, 17? No, you don't even say, are you this or that? Because the way he was like, oh, are you I mean, the person he was talking to looked fucking young. That's why he said that shit. But you always ask someone's age and you keep it professional. Keep it professional. If you're talking to some, say for example, I'm on Omegle and I match with a little kid, like little man, little dude. You know, I could talk about things that I used to do when I was a child. Oh yeah, what? Well, you know, the kind of things that they do stuff that they do now, like Fortnite and Minecraft. Nothing to do with how pretty they are. Nothing to do with their looks. Unless they're like nothing. I know he was talking about like, oh, I wasn't saying anything sexual, but you still said, oh, you're pretty, you're beautiful, you're cute. Be extra careful about those things. And he was saying stuff like, oh, I'll say to my nephew this. I'll say my nephew looks handsome. I'll say my niece looks pretty. I'm like, yeah, I get that. That's your family. You're absolutely fine to say that stuff, and I know you do, you know. But when you're dealing with complete strangers on like another side of the internet, you know, you just don't say certain things. And it's exactly what Gary and I said. They don't think that he's a pedophile, bro. They don't think he's a pedo. That's because, no, I don't think anybody actually really thinks that EBZ is a fucking pedo. Like, I don't think anyone really thinks that. But the things that you did say, you're cooked. And his explanation was like, oh, I'm not raised in this culture. I don't know how to talk to younger people on the internet. I don't know what's inappropriate and what's not. All I know is that I never meant anything intentionally sexual. I never meant anything like that. I know that's wrong, and I say that that's wrong. That's what he was arguing. So it's a bit of a sticky situation. My advice to EBZ is this: there's only one way you can actually save your ass. And you know what, to be honest, this might not even work. If you decide to make an iStyle apology, an iStyle apology to kick.com, address it to Kick, make a video, put it on Twitter, tag Kick and say, do it, just watch Ice's video and then apply it to your own situation. Talk about how you were wrong for saying the things that you said on the particular videos you know you got banned for. There must be like around 2 or 3 I think that they might have looked at. But if you're like, look man, put me in some kind of sensitivity training, I will never do that again. He seems pretty sincere about it. He needs to kind of go out of his way. You can't just send an email. You actually have to use your platform, make public posts, make a public apology, tag Kick in it, see if they're willing to give you a chance. Get other people to repost it, get other people to get Kick's attention. I know he was trying to get Gary to actually contact someone directly. He was trying to get Ice to contact someone directly. They don't really want to help him because they don't know how to approach the situation. To be honest, they don't really give a fuck about him either. So they're the wrong people to ask for something that big, that heavy. That's too much to ask of them. You know, it's not like they're homies. It's not like they're homies. It's not like they're friends, bro. As in like that. They'll do content together, but they're not really close like that. They don't have each... And that situation, they have their reasons for not helping you, and I get it. I wouldn't expect help in his situation. If I was in his shoes, I wouldn't be expecting Gary or Ice to bail me out of that shit. I just have to I made my bed. I'll have to lay in it. It'll be up to me to try and make things right. So it's not black and white. It's not like I said, I personally don't think he's a pedophile, but what he did was fucking wrong. And it makes you question, why do you say that? And he said his reasons. Oh, it's because my chat will respond to it. My chat will say something about it. My chat will... And he kind of... I get it, because every other fucking streamer does it. Action Man does it. Ice does it. All of these... They just said some questionable things. Not the same stuff, but along those lines. Good luck trying to convince him to do that. Look, at the end of the day, if he wants help or not, he's not going to get anything else. If he's willing to actually try, if he's willing to try, then he needs to take the advice. As in, he's running out of options. There's nothing you can actually really do apart from that. You either do what you can, or you just, you know, say fuck it. I don't care about it enough. So let him know in his Discord. Okay, fine. I'll send a message and say, look, man, this is what I think you should do. At the end of the day, it's your choice if you're actually going to do it. If you need if there's any other questions, like I said, I mean, personally, like I said, it's not so black and white. So I'm not obviously going in. I'm not defending him. Nor am I supporting him. I'm not defending him, nor am I saying, oh, you know what, you should be unbanned permanently. I don't believe that he should be unbanned if there are kick streamers who have done the exact same thing. And to be honest, they've done the exact same thing. And to be honest, they have been unbanned like several times for a lot of crap. Oh man. But man, Jesus, we're being a little bit antisocial. Guys, I need to... Sorry, there's a little bit of cleanup going on, but... It's so much better on this camera. So much better on the other camera. Bro. I'm hiding you guys. I'm not trying to hide you guys. I want to show you to the world. But uh-oh. Check this out. Okay, look, so I went on a rant. It's kind of crazy right now. Wait, hopefully I'm just making sure I've got everything that I need. Alright, cool. Let's do some JAWNS then. Bro. So we're in the middle of Leicester Square, right? Just like my ciggy. Alright, okay guys, look, I know I'm coming in with a lot of crazy opinions and a lot of crazy takes, but I don't know, it's like I'm not really in a state of mind to be doing any of this shit. Like, my head's elsewhere. I'm overthinking a lot of things right now. Just in general. What am I doing then? Alright, cool. I'm just trying to reconnect with nature. I'm trying to reconnect with nature, my friend. I'm trying to touch some grass. This is what I'm talking about. I'm doing it. Wow. That feels so good. Bro. I'm touching grass. Well, this isn't even grass, this is fucking leaves. Is that real? Actually, I'll show you. Does that look real to you? Looks pretty real, right? It's rotting. Yeah. Man, it's kind of crazy. View and comment. You're acting like you've been stuck in a dungeon for the last year. Kind of feels that way. I'll tell you what. I think it was in May or June. June, I think, when I took the decision to leave Kick and Discord and not watch any of the streams. I think it was around that time. I missed so much. Well, I missed a lot in the sense that it was around 5-6 months worth of content that I missed. But during that time, there wasn't really much content, if you know what I'm saying. So I didn't really miss much, did I? If you gain any benefits during my time off, yes. First of all, my mental health is doing a lot better in general. I need to do some soul searching. Like, as in taking that time off, I got a chance to actually look at things and work on things that I wanted to do. One of the things I would say, there's, how do I explain? It's kind of deep. It is kind of deep. I don't know what to say. I'm stalling. I'm acting like Moises. Yes, I know. It's fucking annoying. It's fucking annoying. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. I don't want to be like. No offense to Moises, bro, but it's like, I think if Moises is like that, there's some things that he wants to say that he just can't say because he's worried about how you people might take. No, I'm not talking about you people. I just chat in general. They kind of chat in general, like people who watch Ice and stuff. They grill him quite a lot. Okay, fine. I'll admit it. I spent the whole time like watching like shit like Degrassi, watching TV series that I've missed out on. That feels good because I never got a chance to watch them because I was spending too much time watching streams instead. And there's only 24 hours in a day, and we're only meant to be up for 16 hours of those 24 hours anyway. Yeah, it's not that deep, but there's other things. Like, I reconnected with gaming. Like, and I don't mean like fucking Call of Duty or Fortnite and stuff. It's the classic games. I just downloaded the Jack and Daxter series on my PC. It's not a ROM and emulator. The PS2 version of the game had been converted into PC files, and I just started playing that and kind of rekindled my own like childhood. So I was just doing a few things I never really got the chance or the time to do, because every time I was coming back home from work, the first, like, on my way home from work is okay, let me tell you how my day starts. I wake up, I go on Kick, I watch the streams, right? I'm getting ready, on my way, traveling, watching the streams. During my breaks, I'm watching the streams. During my lunch, I'm watching the streams. When I go home, on my way home, I'm watching the streams, and then I finally make it to my PC, and I'm still watching fucking streams. And look, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. If I had the time in the world, you know, that would be great, because I would have time to do other things. But I'm having my dinner, taking my shower, trying to get some exercise in, and all of a sudden, like, I was just fully obsessed with it. You always see me, like, spending so much time on Discord, you know, always online and stuff like that. I don't know. That's what I need to do. Hey, look, like I said, it's not even a bad thing. It's not that it's a bad thing for me to be doing it. It's that I didn't have any kind of break in between. That's why I'm here. Like, I miss so much. Some of the coolest people, some of the best people that I've ever spoken to, I would have never fucking found them if I never watched the streams to begin with. Because then again, you find me going on to Gary's channel thanks to watching Ice, going on to Moises, and I would have never been able to speak and meet all of you who, for the last couple of years, have been some of the reasons why I enjoy this so much. Like, forget about like the stream and shit like that. forget about that. Like, even in chat, even in Discord, just the little inside jokes that we shared. You know exactly how I am as a personality. I know people change over time and stuff like that, but you know. So yeah, that's all I'm saying. Your edible's wearing off. Alright, okay, cool. I'm boring you with non-10. Bro. Should post your stream link? Should you post your stream link, well, my stream link in ISIS Discord? Sorry, there's a few icons over the chat, that's why I can't see. Mr. Cheese, how you doing, Mr. Cheese? Salute to you. Have you inquired? Look, if you do that, you might risk getting timed out, having the message deleted, or worse. If they don't like you in that Discord, they will fucking ban you, as in the mods. But if you're cool with them, they probably won't, obviously. You know, but if you want to do it, I think I've done it like once before, then fine. Get the haters on board. Get the haters on board, bro. Oh, I need a few more followers for a sub button. Really? Do I fucking deserve that? To be honest, alright, look, more the merrier. I'm never gonna say no. But to be honest, it's not about the money. I don't. But then again, you might have a reason for me to actually go and do some crazier shit. Right now, we're just touching the tip of the iceberg. What's in my mind, what I'm talking to you about, the things I used to do as well. You know, there's so much more to come if I was doing this shit full time. I'll tell you that. I've seen enough. I've been studying the fucking game. And I'm not like any other motherfucker that you've ever seen before. I'm crazy. Wait, no. We're all crazy. Everyone's crazy. But like, there's certain things I'm willing and prepared to do that other people ain't. Oh shit, you wanted to sub to me. Look. No subs activate right now. But I'll be doing myself a disservice if I was to tell you that TTS alerts. If I wasn't to tell you that TTS alerts are on, because they are. I can deliver some fire emotes. Tall Sushi. Well, look, I would love to work with someone on that and get a couple of interesting emotes. Let me guess, it's probably going to be me bumming cigarettes. Ah, shit. Drinking this as well. Oh my. Smoking weed. An emote of me smoking weed. An emote of me looking left and right saying, oh shit. I don't know. It's like the one thing. Oh, you want to say? I'm definitely crashing out right now. I don't even know. Like, right now I'm just thinking out loud. So if I'm saying something crazy, like, look, it's because I've got no filter on right now, you know what I'm saying? What I'm trying to say is that today I wasn't really planning to do anything too crazy. We're still going to try to see some people, talk to them, enjoy ourselves. It's not too busy, but there's still quite a few people around here. I just wanted to take a bit of time to be a bit more comfortable with myself. Oh, what am I drinking? So I'll show you exactly what I'm drinking. This is a tonic wine called Magnum. You can't even see the text properly. Shit. Bro. Yeah, so this stuff is pretty strong though. You can see the percentage, it's around 60.5%. It is pretty concentrated. So just around 2 or 3 of these will get you fucking wasted. You can hear that, right? There's crows outside. Where the ladies are. Alright, fine. You're coming with me, I'm gonna show you. No, let's zoom back out. The only reason why is because I'm not going to be, stalking anyone. I'm going to be up close and personal. And if I'm up close and personal with anyone, we won't need to zoom. I went from one corner to another. I'm fucking crashing out, man. I'm going crazy. Alright, cool. We're going on a little tour. Shit, man. Alright. Like I said, there's still people here, but it is not that fucking busy. It's not that busy, but it's not completely empty. So we're in a bit of a weird position. The reason being is because if it was very busy, as in like a couple of hours ago, there was so much shit that you could have seen. And I really wish I was here a little bit earlier. But unfortunately, it's around 5:30. And that's exactly why I wanted to actually take some time tomorrow to be out a little bit earlier, try and get ourselves into a club. And yeah, some crazy shit will happen, obviously. But like I said, right now it's a little bit of a warm-up, trying to get ourselves comfortable, back to where we used to be, back to when we used to never give a shit. Like I said, it's a little bit of rust I'm trying to shake off. Like, give me a little bit of time, bear with me. No pressure. Look, thanks for that. And look, I appreciate the criticism. I appreciate, because it helps. Every little bit of it helps. When you call me out on something ridiculous, you do that out of love. I'm not like those other guys. Moises used to ban people simply for constructive criticism. Every single time I used to say something to Moises that he didn't like or was kind of deemed negative, I didn't do that to make fun of him, look, we're always going to make fun of people. Like, Moises is a funny dude in general. But I did it primarily out of love, just so we can help him, obviously. Like, and he used to think I was such a hater. Moises used to think I was such a hater. He used to think I was out to get him. He used to think I was out to destroy him. And I was like, how many times did I go up to him and say, look, bro, I love you, man, to bits. I respect you. I care about you. I just want to see you do better, bro. So I never ever did anything to try to belittle him more. And I tried to let him know, but he still banned me on his fucking Discord. He still banned me on Twitch chat back in the day. Even, I think, once or twice on Kick. And it's such a fucking shame because it was all out of love. And he didn't get that. But obviously, am I banned from Moises' channel on Discord? No, I'm fully unbanned. It was, last time I got banned on Discord, it was really tough. I had to go onto his Kick chat and I had to basically tell him, yo, unban me. Unban me on Discord. And the reason why he banned me, and that was after I disappeared for a couple of months, I wasn't on Discord, Twitch or Kick or anything like that. The reason why I did that is because... No, the reason he did that was because apparently he was worried that I was going to say something crazy. Someone must have reminded him, oh, where's Cole? He hasn't been here for a while. Cole's been AWOL. He ain't been around. And Moises must have thought, oh, great. Might as well permaban him while I still have the chance. I tried to rejoin the server. I couldn't do that. I managed to catch him on a stream. I subbed to him. I was like, yo, just unban me on Discord, bro. And it's been months since we last even exchanged messages between each other. So at the time, he was like, oh, you know what? I'll ban you, Cole. Don't worry, I'll unban you. The reason why I banned you, I was like, why did you ban me? He was like, yeah, it's because I was worried you were going to say something crazy. So that was last year, back in the, around the time, I think either before or after the India trip. So like the middle of 2023. So that was over a year ago. I've never been banned since, but that's because, honestly speaking, in the last year, I haven't actually. I've actually kind of like distanced myself from Moises' streams. It's kind of weird, isn't it? You know, it's not like how it was a little bit before then. Before he actually got on Kick, I was very active when he was like, you know, before Kick was even a thing. I was always on his Twitch. You know, Gigi, and you like, you know, you guys know better than anyone. All right, I'm getting tipsy right now, so fuck it. There was a couple of Johns that passed us, man. Fuck. Johns. Oh man. Right. Cool. All right. Look. I'm gonna try go to a hotspot. Okay, fuck it. Ah, shit.
Yeah. Piccadilly to the Ritz.
Wait. You know, I always speak my mind. Hey, Vunka, you're absolutely right. Look, you know I speak my mind, and the reason why you know I speak mine so well is because I'm literally rambling. That's why. When someone loses their trick, I don't know. It's like when someone talks about things that you only talk about when you're fucking high as shit. That's when you know they're speaking their mind. But yeah, look, I'm the kind of person who overthinks things. That's why I always fucking write paragraphs. You know what I'm saying? Basically there's a theatre here, right? So there's a theatre that's, you know, on usually during the day. Leicester Square Spiegel tent. They're running this show. This is the show that they're going to be running. We can actually go there one day if you want during the daytime, but then again you guys would probably be asleep. It'll be around 6-7 a.m. for you, probably around midday for me. You know how it'd be. Hey, look, Burger Planet, meet Burger King. Huh. Don't worry, man. Most of what's going on right now, there's a few workers just kind of wrapping up their shifts. I remember you tried giving advice to many streamers and some would talk shit back to me. You're absolutely right. Oh, man. I used to say, yeah, look, man, I used to say a lot of things. And sometimes I was a little bit crude and a little bit crass with it, man. One thing I'll say, like, I might have been making, like, the way I say, okay, look, I know I could have probably said a few things better. I know that I was a little bit blunt, but the way they took it, when I tried to explain myself in my second or third message, the way they took it was completely wrong. Like, it was never out of hate. I never said, sometimes I'd be, look, the only person I actually call a fool or an idiot will probably be Gary. I would never say that shit to Moises, man. As in, like, because I've seen too many people say that stuff. That's just fucked up, you know. So I used to just, like, if it got pissed, like, it depends. Like, even Gary, like, here's an example, man. Gary knows me, basically, as in he knows how I am. So if I say something that another chat will say, he'll probably ban them, but he knows where I'm coming from, if that makes sense. And Moises, to an extent, you got to that position, you got to that point where he was like, okay, look, I don't need to hear this guy. I don't want to, you know, like, it's like the moment he started to be cool with him. This is back during the kick days when he finally unbanned me, it was alright. But like, look, some streamers will chat shit. It just is the way that people feel hurt. Like if I took, I kind of understand. I understand, you know, like. But that's the thing. You have to know your chatters. Like if not even know your chatters. If you know there's certain viewers who are sub to you, they've supported you, and they were always riding with you like for a very long time. You give them exceptions, man. You be like to them, look, stop bringing me down. Because sometimes, even till this day, like people like Gary are still pissed sometimes when I say something negative, and that's because it doesn't matter who, like, how much of a fucking fan I am, right? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. What matters actually? What matters is the state of mind that he's in. If he's feeling depressed or if he's feeling angry, he doesn't need anyone, let alone the people, to shit on him, if that makes sense. Especially when he's gambling and he's losing fucking money. And I'm like, look, you donut, man. You wouldn't have lost this if you decided to play blackjack instead of like slots or something like that. He's like, you know what? You know what I think about your opinion? Yeah. Have a timeout. Have a cool down. And that's because they're genuinely pissed in the moment. You know it. The people that you love the most, you end up obviously like having arguments with. It doesn't matter how much you love them. If you're in a pissed off mood and they say one thing, you're like, you know what, shut up, I don't need to hear this right now. And then you're gonna be like, alright, cool, I was a little bit harsh. Maybe I was a little bit harsh, it's just the way it was. Sometimes we just fucking see red. That's why so much shit goes down. That's why we end up in fights. That's why we end up shouting at each other, having arguments, even though we're grown-ass adults who should know better. It's just human nature. So, and streamers, fragile egos, very fucking fragile egos. It's like you're in a position where you're getting criticized, scrutinized, you're being made fun of. You have all these people saying these things about you. Obviously, it's gonna fucking get to you. At some point, enough is enough, and I feel that. I understand it. I get it. That's why I don't flip out. I feel bad if I ever get to the point where I make someone have to time me out because I said something like that. I don't think of it as an, oh yeah, oh, you know what, they hate me, or they think like they hate me, or you know, they're an idiot, they don't understand. No. I'm actually feel sorry for pushing their buttons to that point. I reflect on some of the things I say. Obviously, I might press someone, but it wasn't. Like I said, I think about all the times, and I could have phrased things a little bit differently, even if it wasn't that offensive, you know, even if it wasn't to try shit on them. You know, nothing's perfect, innit? But it is what it is. I'm cooking. Thanks for that. I really appreciate it. She. I just stepped past the bottle. Sorry. Alright, look, it's a little bit more populated. There we go. Follow me, man. Alright. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The reason why I'm still about is because this city doesn't really fucking die until like 7 a.m. Load up soup. Paper? Jesus Christ. Load up Paper Mario. Super Mario? This edit icon's getting in the way. I'm fucking blind, chat. I'm blind. The hell? Alright, guys. Literally, there's quite a lot of cleanup that's going on right now. How many wankers are on the street today? Not that many. Because if there was, I'd probably be laying face down on the floor right now. I'd be dead. Or I have my ass handed to me. Yeah, it's true. I have no reason to call anyone a wanker if they ain't caused me any trouble. And so far, we've been trouble-free. There's a lot of people just trying to do their own thing. That's what I'm saying. The main thing I'm worried about is that someone thinks I'm getting up in their face when I'm not. Because I really ain't. And they always look at me in such a weird way, as if I fucking stole their fucking... As if I stole their lunch. As if I pissed in their cornflakes, bro. That's the only thing I'm gonna say about that. What's my streaming schedule gonna be? Alright, cool. So right now, it's 6 a.m. Like I said, I made a promise, bro. I made a promise to go back on tomorrow. Right now it's 1 a.m. Eastern, isn't it? 1 a.m. Eastern is midnight Central. Midnight Central. Am I right in saying this? Is it 10 a.m. West Coast? Sorry, no, 10 p.m. Sorry. 10 p.m. West Coast. Is that correct? Or is it 11 p.m.? It's okay, 10 p.m. in LA. Midnight in Central, and it's 1 a.m. Eastern. So, 10 p.m. I'll be on 5 p.m. Eastern. It'll be basically 10 p.m. my time. 5 p.m. Eastern. Oh, come on. Yeah, that's already bad news for you West Coast people, bro. 5 p.m. Eastern. 4 p.m. Central, 2 p.m. Yeah, 2 p.m. Western. I will be on until I will be on until wait. I'm trying to do the math in here. It's like 4 a.m. right? UK GMT, Greenwich Mean Time. Okay, so from 10 a.m. to 4 a.m. I'm trying to do 6 hours. Tomorrow I'm trying to do 6 hours. And what we're going to do is we are going to go to a club. I'm going to see if I can try bring a friend along with me. I'm going to try speak to a friend, talk him through everything. Say, hey, do you want to come join me as part of the stream? Look, we don't know, you don't have to worry about anything, etc. And if someone is down, then we'll go out together. If not, that's fine. We'll do a one-man show. And we'll spend the whole entire day getting to know people. Again, very much the one thing I want to do is I want to go back to that New Year's stream that we had back in 2023. That was one of the best times I've ever had. I really enjoyed that. I used to go out, I used to enjoy myself. I went down, I danced in street parties. I hung out with the DJ who basically posted me in their Insta. I met 2 fucking beautiful, amazing JAWNS. And that was really, really, really nice. So I want to get back to that. I didn't give a damn. I met so many damn people. I lost count, but it must have been around 15 people or so. 15, 16 people, that we actually had conversations with, we chilled, we danced with, we smoked with, we drank with. Those were really good times. And I want to try to recreate that. Right now it's not that busy, but if I am here a little bit earlier and you guys are actually tuning in, there's going to be so much things. It'll be so much better. It's what you just saw here. Just imagine 10 times the population density. Just think about it. 10 times the amount of people in that same fucking area who are in the middle of getting drunk, not trying to get food, trying to go to get more drinks instead of... Right now people are just getting food and going home, mostly. A little bit earlier, people actually go and get drinks, going to clubs and actually doing, basically, the night's basically beginning. When is the Modine collab? Bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. I am not gonna lie to you, but Modine, I don't know. I'm not in his Discord. I don't even watch his shit, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie. I know Modine very, as in I know, I've watched his shit, like clips and shit like that, but I'm not really involved with his community and shit like that. If Modine wants to come hang out, if he wants to chill, he's always welcome to, but he's too busy trying to chase some clout. But yeah, he's from here. He's from here. Like, there's no reason why we can't like spend a bit of time together, try to do a collab. Another person that people have been trying to make me collab with is fucking Shako. I said it, man. People are trying to make me collab with Shako. And to be honest, she is around this vicinity quite a few times during the week. And to be honest, I don't know. Her chat is pretty toxic. The people who watch her are fucking toxic. I'm kind of down for some toxicity. And she'll probably, here's how it's gonna go down. She's gonna try to fucking take me for some kind of idiot or some shit like that. Nah, nah. She only takes people who don't know anything about the fucking game as an idiot. She knows I know everything about her collaborators, everything about her chat. The fact that I participated, man, she's not gonna be able to pull a fast one on me like that. So yeah, no, because she's weird. And I think, like I said, the way she approaches it, if she's ever gonna do something with someone, if there's anyone who's on her stream who's not a streamer, or if there's someone who is a streamer, she's gonna just say and do the things that she thinks is gonna get the most amount of views, even if it means degrading another person. You get what I'm saying? Especially in front of a degenerate audience that basically they want to talk, a degenerate audience, right? Who want to see as much bullshit as possible. They want to see conflict. And she knows that. That's why she did the things that she did. That's why she's going viral right now. She doesn't matter whether it's negative or positive or anything like that. Anything that gets her attention, she's gonna do. So I don't know. And like I said, I have to be careful. I don't want to be like Gary, man. Number one thing, I don't want to be like Gary in one sense is that you make the decision to collaborate with shitheads. And I'm not saying that she's a shithead. I'm not saying that anyone in particular, but I have to be careful as to who I want to do things with, if that makes sense. Some people you can give a pass to. Some people might be a little bit too beyond forgiveness, if that makes sense. Especially if they're not trying to seek forgiveness. I'll never turn down someone, bro. I'll never turn down someone who ever asks for forgiveness, man. So, if someone's trying to make things right, and if someone's trying to say, yo, you know what? I'm trying to be a better person and shit like that, man. Hey, I shouldn't even be talking about morals. I'm just saying this. It's like this. What I'm trying to say is I'm not trying to judge people all at once. A lot of people are doing a lot of things, a lot of different things, a lot of different things, man. Like, a lot of people are just doing things, man. As in, I can't even explain it, man. It's like, I'm not even telling you about the things that people are doing. I'm just saying there's so many different things. Like, it's not all black and white. It's not all the same. It's like you kind of have to basically take it on a case-by-case basis. You have to understand the situation fully and understand the person and be like, all right, cool. If I'm going to stand up for someone, I know exactly why I'm going to stand up for them. I'm going to be like, oh, this, and that. They didn't either. I know that they didn't do things wrong, or they didn't mean it like that, or they're trying to seek forgiveness, and they're like, they know what they did is wrong, etc. And I'm not trying to be I am not trying to be someone who's like, oh yeah, oh, I'm not gonna collaborate with that person because they're like a nuts. I'm not trying to be that kind of guy either. I'm just trying to say that it's part and parcel, man. It's like, you know, people like suspenders, for example, and homeless, they constantly got dogged for a lot of shit because of the things that they did and the things that they said, and that kind of stink, especially with a negative audience, especially with the negative fan base. All of their fucking fans basically hate them. All of them. They talk shit about them. Imagine, and I don't want to be one of those guys who's a hypocrite. One of the things that people try to catch Gary out about is his hypocrisy. He's been like, people will be like, oh yeah, he collaborates with a shithead like Ice. He's a good friends with fucking Sam. Gary collab, and this is stuff we talk about even in his Discord, man. Like, we talk about in his Discord, it's like, oh, Gary don't give a fuck as long as he getting paid, bro. And Gary, if you're fucking watching this, listen, bro. Listen, bro. I'm not trying to take a dig at you, man. I'm just saying, I'm not the first person, I'm not the only person, and I'm not the last person who's saying this, bro. You collaborate with a lot of questionable people. And one of the things I had an issue with is like, why you fucking cool? W ran. Oh man, I'm going in. Oh no. I need to stop. I need to fucking stop. No, I'm really rambling. Because I was going to talk about the whole Chris Travels thing as well. Gary and him are best buddies, especially after the bullshit that he pulled like on Sam and all that stuff. And then all of a sudden Chris calls Gary, and then Gary's like, oh hey, how you doing, buddy? How's it going, man? As if he was friends with them all along, and they weren't friends with each other at all, not at any point. So yeah, I'm just saying, it's like, just be careful who you... I need to be careful with who I decide to do things with, and if I'm going to do something with someone, I better stand 10 toes down on it. I better have a good reason for it, basically, you know. But Gary's streaming at Ice's house right now. Yeah, I was watching it. I was watching him. He was playing Stake. He also was on that call with EBZ about the whole situation about, you know, the Mega streams. I saw that. If he's still streaming at this point, what's he doing? Watching Vitaly, or is he reacting to someone else? I can actually go check him out right now, I think. I don't know. Uh-oh. Okay, so my stream's still on. Hopefully this doesn't crash my stream. Nah, bro. Why can't I see him? There he is. Oh, he's off the PC right now. I see he's watching Fusey. Fuck. Alright. Say no more. Cool. That's good. I'm getting off this fucking app before it crashes everything. Yeah, I saw that. So right now he's watching Fusey on his phone. He got off the desktop, Ice's desktop. I'm surprised that fucking Ice is allowing him to stream on his PC, bro. Someone like Gary, never know, might wanna find the cryptocurrency stash. Because Ice has been saving a lot in Ethereum, isn't it? He wouldn't do that, obviously, man. Ice is like a fucking... Gary's like a brother to Ice, you know what I'm saying? Like, Ice trusts Gary, and Gary fucking worships Ice like a god.
We had to leave. That guy had to leave. It's not right, though. Yeah, it's not right. It's not right.
Sorry, man. Chewing on a little something. Alright, fine. We're gonna find a John. You want me to crash out like Fusey?
G7, G7, it's G7, motherfucker. I got dick.
One thing I want to say about Fusey, like, let me tell you this. I want to say this to him. It's a personal message from me, Code, to Fusey. Fusey, my brother. I hope you're taking care of yourself, man. As in, I hope you're taking care of your, you know, your happiness, your sanity, your peace of mind, bro. I hope you are looking after yourself, because you need to make sure that you don't let chat or you don't let people outside, you know, get you down. He had to take breaks. He had to go seek help. He needed that help. And now he's back on again. Fusey is basically like a more advanced version of what I'm fucking doing right now. I try to get away from the shit. I'm back on it. And it's driving me crazy again. The reason why I got away from it was because it was driving me insane. Just like that. And I respect that, man. I hope he does well. He's a funny dude, man. Like, I obviously we all think he's funny, but there's times I kind of get a little bit worried about him, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to worry about him, you know? Just do your thing. Like, and that's the thing, he hasn't really overstepped the mark. I know he's done, people are like, oh, he's done crazy stuff and stuff like that, but let's be honest, bro. He's not done anything, like, completely disrespectful or anything like that to anybody. He's been for the like the whole diss tracks, the farming and all that stuff. He's kind of doing that in the right way, but him crashing out and going crazy, situations with people in public and going on rants and stuff like that, that's another story. Like, those are the kind of things where people are gonna make a call and say, let's 5150 this guy and shit like that. But he's not even doing anything, you know, despicable to get him, you know, in serious trouble, like, you know, jail and shit. So yeah, respect the Fusey. If I crash out though, yeah, I will crash out, I promise you, bro. Tomorrow, the most degenerate streamer on fucking Kick is right here. Johnny Somali, he ain't got nothing on me, bro. Like, he really don't. Oh my lord. Yeah, he ain't got nothing on me, man. If he thinks what he did was bad, bro. And look, the one person I want to mention is fucking Nick White. Nick White, what the fuck has happened to you? He's turned into a degenerate. I used to respect this dude, man. I loved his fucking coding YouTube videos. Great fucking YouTuber. Nick White is an amazing YouTuber. I watch this shit. I love his stuff about coding, his experiences coding. Like, he's got the algorithm. The way, you should watch his YouTube videos and see the way he talks about his stuff. Like, man, he's so knowledgeable. He knows, like, and it's all concise. Like, people who are not really involved in coding, who aren't experts in it, who have never, like, coded themselves, can still gain a lot from his channel to decide whether to pursue it or not. You know, those kind of things, the challenges he's faced. The guy's a real good dude when it comes to that. Like, I enjoyed watching Nick White's YouTube videos just from the get-go. He's been releasing them for years. For like the last couple of years, he's been doing it. And I love it. Completely different story when he's on fucking streaming at like Kick. It's like the complete opposite. The complete opposite of his YouTube videos. He just acts like a fucking degenerate in front of stream saying, oh, look at me. Like, I don't even know how to explain it, but it's like, he's like the whole gimmick of saying, oh yeah, I do nothing but DoorDash. I sit on my fucking ass, bro. I sit on my ass, I DoorDash, I get my food, I eat my food. Like, I do my stream, I sit down, I don't even leave my fucking house and shit like that. It's like, I'm like, and that's because the chat love making fun of him, bro. It's like, it's a completely different audience, so he's acting completely differently, and that's because, my man, like, it's a negative chat. So obviously, if the audience is pretty negative, and you're gonna start degrading yourself just to appeal to them, just to get the money out, you know, as in like get interest, get subs and stuff like that. All the memes about Nick White saying, yo. He's like, yo, look at me, bro. Left, right. Oh man. Okay, look, I'm probably crashing out right now. Oh man, bro, what time is it now? 6:24. 24 past 6. I don't know what to say, bro. Like, I need to try save as much energy as I can for the next day tomorrow. Because I got big plans, bro. I got big plans. I really want to do something big. I want to enjoy myself, man. Oh, bro, yeah, look, viewing car, I'm so sorry about the way I am right now. This is not what any self-respecting stream should be. Not me rambling and trying to fucking, like, get shit off my chest. I should be out there enjoying myself, talking to other people, you know, and it's kind of hard, as in, like, when you're out doing it in practice, especially in a very densely populated area that ends up becoming a little bit quiet towards late at night / early morning, this is content. I might spot Mr. Cheese, man. Bro, it's like, you're making me feel better when I don't deserve it, man. It's like, I guess so. I guess, like, look, man, if you're not looking for anything crazy and you're like, yo, I haven't seen this guy in a while, it'd be nice to hear from him and shit like that. It's like, because I haven't seen you on stream in the last fucking 8 months, and that's true, right? So, but it will get old. If I was to do this every fucking day, obviously, you know, people will get bored and shit. But if this is like kind of like an introduction to things to come, and I actually do something bigger than the next day, and I'm talking about planning stuff, I'm talking about planning streams, I'm talking about what I'm going to do tomorrow. Tomorrow actually becomes, I'm out, we actually do something crazy, and then it's completely different to this. Right now, this is more of a like, it's basically an IRL version of a desktop stream. You get what I'm saying? You understand where I'm coming from. It's an IRL version of the desktop stream, because I'm telling you everything that I would if I was to be sitting on a fucking seat right now, looking at a damn screen, if I wasn't surrounded by people. And look, there are other people around me, and I don't give a damn that they are. I'm telling you exactly what's going through my head right now. As you can see, there's people behind me, but they're doing their thing. I don't want to bother them. I shouldn't even be getting them in the shot. That's the whole thing. I should ask their permission first. Hey, do you want to talk? Do you want to... Oh my God, Mr. Cheese. Thank you. Thank you, man. Bro, there's something I've got right here. This is going to be... The degeneracy will slowly consume you if you let it. Yeah. Number one, I need to stop obsessing over the streams I watch. I just watch them. That's it, man. I shouldn't end up... My brain shouldn't be rotten just because I like watching the shit. No. Okay. That makes no fucking sense. If you love watching the shit and it's something that causes brain rot, obviously it's going to rot your brain. So you have to stop watching it if you don't want your brain to rot. Bro, we're going to smoke some weed right now. I've got a blunt. Oh shit. Okay. Okay, that's annoying to hear, isn't it? Who's my favorite streamer? Okay, that's a good question. I don't have a particular favorite, but I'm going to give you a mention of all the streamers that I actually fucking respect and I really love to bits. So, and yeah, some of the answers might actually fucking surprise you. It might surprise you, man. Gary David is a guy that I have a lot of, obviously, appreciation and respect for. He might be an idiot, but... Okay, look, I need to talk about outside of the CX circle and stuff like that, but there's a reason why I obviously ride with him. Just go in the Discord, see all the things, the nice things, the positive things I say about him, and, you know, the things that he does and shit like that. My favorite streams from Gary, I want to tell you, is the fucking DJ shit, bro. DJ.
Excuse me, sorry to bother you. I'm homeless. I've been homeless a short time.
Sorry.
Please, can you help me?
I don't have any cash on me.
Anything.
Bro, I actually don't have any cash, so I can't really do anything. So I can't
Any
access
way
it.
that you can help me?
I don't even have a card.
There's a cash machine over here. If you can.
I don't have a card. Sorry. Jeez, man. Bro. We are getting high. Oh, no. No. There was just... Look, there was just one dude. down on his luck, man. I feel horrible, man. I'm horrible. Horrible. But I don't have... Bro, I don't even fucking... It's kind of a weird one. I don't have my... This is what I'm saying. I don't have any cash or cards, bro. I just got my phone. That's basically it. Yeah. I'll contact this shit. But yeah, man, it's not overrun or anything like that. It really isn't. It really isn't, bro. As in, like, there's no one here. It's just the way it is. Hopefully everything gets a little bit better, but, you know, trust me, I know what it's like being down on my luck and shit like that, man. Don't even get me started. That's what I'm saying. It's like the one thing that I never really got a chance to actually talk to people about is the beginnings of code. Very humble beginnings. Very, very humble beginnings, man. When people want to be like, yo, this shit is a problem, stuff like that, man, it's life. When you're in this kind of world, man, there's the haves and there's the have-nots, my friend. And I was a have-not a long time ago, out there, and I was too proud to ask for any support, any help. Got myself back on my feet, my friend. I had to do a lot of hard work, my friend, but it wasn't easy. And a little bit of help could have gone a long fucking way, I'll tell you that. And people need to be a little bit more compassionate, and at the end of the day, I'm in no fucking position to be talking about that. I'll be purely fucking hypocritical for me to be saying something like that. At the end of the day, what are the last good things that we have ever done for anyone who actually needed it, stranger, without asking for anything in return? None of us really got our way to help anyone, and me is a pure example of that. And me talking about it just to recognize it isn't even a good thing either. The fact that I recognize it, yeah, that's the least I can fucking do. Try and do a little bit something about it. Anything constructive is what I'm trying to say. When I say try to help people with the issues that they're going through in particular, as in get to know them and say, what are you actually having a problem with? You need to sort yourself out with a particular, a particular job. You need a reference to get yourself a place to rent. Those kind of things. Do you get what I'm saying? On top of obviously support for survival. You know, the things that we need to survive on, the food, the water. And sometimes maybe a little bit of a leg up. Someone might be going through a little bit of stress. They might want a little smoke, you know what I'm saying? Hey, here, have a puff of this, my friend. Have a puff of it. Relax. Take that stress away, man. And figure out what you need to do to get yourself back on. You know? Just little things, man. Try to be compassionate. Put yourself in those shoes. And like I said, I am in no position to be talking about this shit because I am no saint. I haven't gone out of my way to be helping other people, and I recognize that. Like I said, the least I can do is recognize it. Every day, all I can do is just try to go sleep and think, you know what? Try to go out of my way. Have something in preparation to help someone. Take the time to do that. And again, it's actually disgraceful that I keep talking about this because I haven't done it. Yes, look, there was a long time ago I helped an old man who was struggling to get his trolley of food from a local supermarket all the way back to his home because it was so cold and he had mobility issues, had a cane, and he was walking with the damn trolley. No form of transport. He's a man who lives in supported accommodation with a carer for the elderly. And I saw him, nobody was helping him, and I went down. This was around 2015, so almost 8 years ago. And I was like, is there no one with you? Right? I went, it's like, look, where do you live? I can organize transport for you. So that you can take all your goods. You can go home. He's like, oh, I'm in, just up the block, like, around 15 minutes away. Well, it was a 5-minute bus ride, a 15-minute walk. So I was like, okay, it's going to be too hard to walk. I've got a pass. I can help get him on. So I stayed with him, talked with him, and he came from Bulgaria. He was like an 85-year-old man. He was in his 80s. Came from Bulgaria back in the 60s in the UK and worked at a hotel chain. And he was telling me all the stories about this time that he was working, and I was like, getting to know him a bit better. We waited at the bus stop together. we got in. I carried all, you know, the goods with him, and then we got off the bus stop. I had to walk very fucking slowly, very slowly, because like you know, had mobility issues, and we managed to get to this home. I knocked on the door, and his carer opened the door for us, and it's like, hey, oh, what was he doing? He's like, oh, and then the carer was like, next time make sure to, because he brought a trolley with him, and it's like, next time, you know, make sure to let me know, you know, the carer know to come out and actually do the shop with him, instead of him going off on his own, because he must have actually gone off on his own without telling them, and he just forgot about it. And then he was struggling to get back. And the reason why is because I was having a smoke outside of a bus stop on my way to go home, and I was looking around, and I had a bit of free time, and I was looking, I was like, fucking shit, man, this guy was feeling, you know, he hasn't moved in the last 10 minutes. I was waiting a while. And if it wasn't for the fact that I was waiting for so long, I probably would never have noticed that deep. So, yeah, I haven't done anything to that degree for a very long time. I remember that, and it's not something to brag about. It's not something I need to take any kind of credit for. It doesn't make me feel better about myself to tell other people, oh yeah, I did that. That's not what I should be bragging about. I should never have said this on stream. I shouldn't have told you this. You can believe it as a lie. In fact, that makes me feel a little bit better. If you think, oh, this guy's chatting shit. Fine. Because I shouldn't be going out bragging about this kind of crap anyway. I should be doing it regardless of the recognition, if that makes sense. Otherwise, why are you doing it? You know, so you're not doing it for the right reasons. The person needed help, and I just keep thinking to myself, what would have happened if I wasn't there? I saw so many people ignore him. If I wasn't able to go there and help, he probably would have been stranded, could have gotten into an accident, could have tripped, may never have made it back home. Short journey, but he struggled that hard, that badly, you know. And it's because, again, he must have like taken the decision to try and go out on his own, you know, without informing the carer. So, like I said, the fact that I brought him back and then we had a discussion with the carer about it, say, hey, make sure that you have this, it probably helped him a lot, because now they're more attentive to it, so they're looking out for that shit happening, you know. Jesus Christ. Anyways, that's the end of story time. Man. W-Rad. Okay, we're done. I said my piece. I'm glad that I took the time to say it. I'm not going to indulge anymore. There's a lot of things I needed to get off my chest, man. Being dead serious, there's a lot of things I really need to talk about. I've been thinking about this for a while, and I haven't really had anyone to really speak to about this kind of stuff. I'm a very reclusive person. I don't hang out with a lot of friends or family. I'm just taking care of stuff, you know, just going to work, heading back home, and just trying to... that's why I spend so much time online, actually. The reason why I actually do is because, you know, I don't have a whole lot going on. You know, I don't have a whole lot going on. I'm just really on my PC or on my mobile phone, just going on apps and just doing my thing, man. It's crazy. It's fucked up. But... man, solitude. Yeah, look, man, I've been really lonely. Spent a lot of time on my own, and that's obviously one of the reasons. If I didn't have the time to be on like fucking watching streams and shit like that, like I didn't really have much of the time to do that during the last couple of months. But if I didn't have the time to do it, I would have never been able to, you know, find out about so many people. You know, I wouldn't have been able to watch their shit. I wouldn't have been able to enjoy it. One thing I want to do, one of the streams I actually got, one of the ideas I got for a stream is to actually perform in public. There's a few things I actually want to do in public. And I don't mean no fucking comedy routines or comedian routines or anything like that. What I mean is going out, singing my fucking heart out. I'm gonna do it. Because there's so many fucking busker zones here. There's so many places you can set up, especially in the middle of the day. You can set up with a mic and an amplifier and you can perform, have people around you, you know, set up a contactless payment, so if anyone wants to donate directly using their card, they can actually go ahead and do that. And they can also give change. I'll leave like a hat or a bucket, because I wanted to do some public performances, set up the stream so you can actually see me from a perfect angle, and also you can actually hear the music as well. So that'll be pretty interesting. Get yourself a lady and I won't be sad. Bro, don't get me started on another rant. It's not that easy. I've seen far too many people be with someone, a lady or a man, who've caused them quite a lot of stress. Yeah, there are good things, but there's arguments as well. It's like, do you want to be left alone in peace, feeling lonely? Or do you want to be with someone, right? You're having arguments with them all the time, you're disagreeing with them about a lot of things, you're angry at each other, you argue all the time, you stress out because you're not right for each other, you don't trust each other, you don't have all of that shit. Which would you rather? Would you rather be lonely, or would you rather be with someone who makes you feel like shit? Think about the amount of people in abusive relationships. Yeah, so many ladies have a man and so many men have a lady. There's quite a few of them who actually end up getting hurt by them more than anyone else. More than any stranger can hurt someone. The person that meant to love them, meant to care for them, meant to be there for them, is the one hurting them the most. It's not that easy, bro. What if I got with a nice Muslim woman? Viewing car? Bro, did you get the memo? Number one, bro. I need to go to somewhere a little bit more private, bro. I drink. Number one. And number two, bro, I don't believe, bro. I don't believe that there's someone up there. I don't believe that there's an afterlife. I don't believe that there is a God. I don't believe that there is a religion. I don't believe in any of it. So being with someone who is religious is going to be very problematic for me. I'm going to be honestly speaking. Now, yes, I was forming. You thought I converted a year ago. Actually, so here's my story. I'm not saying that obviously I wasn't always atheist. Well, I don't even want to say I'm atheist, even though that's what the definition is. I'm just saying no religion, no belief, no religion. But I obviously wasn't always like that, man. I was born, into, originally a Muslim family. But the truth is, after several years of like soul searching and figuring out a few things for myself, here's a few truths that I've had to learn. And this is something I keep telling people respectfully if they ever question me about why I don't believe in, a religion or anything like that. Most people that follow a religion, right? And look, there's nothing against a religion or anything like that, but most people who actually follow a religion were born into it. They had no other choice, no other opportunity. Their parents told them, follow this, otherwise we'll kick you out of the house. And that goes for everyone. That goes for Christians, that goes for Muslims, that goes for Jews, that goes for Hindus, that goes for anyone of any religion. If you was to say no to your parents, if you was to say, no, I do not practice that, I don't believe in that, as a child, they'll be like, you know what, fuck you, you do. And it's hard, because there's a lot of people who like to say that they're fucking, like, that they're not preaching it hard, but it's hard. Like, even if they're not like super damn strict with it, they will still kind of feel some kind of way towards it, and they'll be like, nah, you're not serious, come on. And you know what, like, at best they'll probably be like, oh look, listen, we want you to learn, there's so much for you to learn, and there's so much that you don't understand. you know. And it's true, there's a lot that you can learn from a lot of the religion. Like I said, you know, there's a lot that I've learned, for example, but from what I see, from my perspective, I'm like, a lot of the things that have been described back at a time hundreds of years ago when we haven't had any of the discoveries or many of the discoveries that we have today. So there's a lot of things that we didn't know back then, and none of it, barely any of it is in the books. They say that there's predictions and stuff like that, but the predictions are very vague. Like, and I know there could be stuff like the discovery of elements, discovery of compounds, right? And they could have different names. It could be the same elements, the same compounds, but under different names. There wasn't even anything that was to say, you know, to talk about the stuff that's going on inside the core of stars. The fact that, you know, nuclear fusion, lightest elements that exist in the flipping universe, create heavy elements. When we're saying, oh, we've been putting on this earth, we've been put on this earth, we've been crafted creatively, and like we've been designed perfectly. The only reason why we've been designed this way is because we're merely an adaptation to the world around us. Like, the world is a certain way. If there's a certain level of gravity, if there's a certain atmospheric pressure, if there was a certain level of oxygen, a certain amount of water, there's, you know, a certain amount of heat, the species that are created as a result will be able to adapt specifically to those conditions. Now, taking it all the way back, how did we get from that to this? Atoms. Like I said, the atoms that were created in nuclear fusion that create heavier elements, hydrogen atoms colliding to fuse to create helium elements, and then heavier elements up to a certain point, up to oxygen, carbon, iron. And then the only way you can be able to get heavier elements than that, like, you know, your lead and more denser precious metals, is through the activity of supernovas, which have far more power than the average normal sized stars or medium sized stars core can generate. A supernova, which is a large star that goes completely off, massive supernova, will have enough energy to be able to fuse even heavier elements, and the nebulas as well. As a result, like what's left behind from the explosion of stars to create nebulas, and then they form rocks which will have, you know, potentially a core in it, created from these same elements. Like the Earth itself, right? The Earth wasn't created this way all of a sudden. It wasn't created and bang, there's water. Like the map, the landscape, the continents, the countries, they weren't all like this. Before the Earth was still pretty hot on the outside and shaped differently. In fact, the moon was different, as in the moon came from a collision from an asteroid that separated debris from the Earth to create the moon, which orbited around the Earth we know. And there wasn't water present and abundant the way it is now. It's existed for 5 billion years. There's a lot of evolution that's gone on over the last couple of years, well, a couple billion years since. And the climate of the Earth has been able to breed, you know, life from underneath. Underwater life was able to develop from single cell organisms over to multicellular organisms, and that created, you know, the life form, the marine life, which somehow, again, more mutations, more variations, more adaptations have been made to get to the point that we are right now. Like, this all didn't happen all of a sudden. We weren't given a perfect Earth. There wasn't just an Adam and Eve that reproduced to make a lot of people. There wasn't just one day there was light, another day dark was created, another day there's the stars and the moons. No, it wasn't made in 6-7 days like that. There's so many things in those books that contradict what from the evidence that we've gathered, the discoveries we made, what actually happened, right? So if there's that many contradictions, I'm not going to say, oh yeah, you know what, my belief can include the Big Bang Theory. Yeah, there was a Big Bang Theory. No, there was no mention of that. All of a sudden you have Muslims, Christians, Jews who believe in the Big Bang Theory. That wasn't, you know, a theory. And again, it's not fully proven. Like I said, it is still a theory. Even that's a fucking theory. Like, we still don't know the origins. We can't even begin to comprehend what the actual, you know, universe is. Why do I think humans have consciousness? The brain. Simple as that. Every single organism has a brain. Every single one. right? There's in animals, there's lizards, every single organism, bug, fire, insects, mammals, etc. We all have brains that help us basically. So the point that we become sentient beings, animals are sentient beings as well. And we don't understand the things that animals understand. We don't understand the kind of pain that they go through, how they feel. And humans at a primitive level, when we first actually came into existence, we couldn't really even understand each other apart from a couple of grunts and our body language, because we didn't even understand language all the way back then. Now we have a whole fucking encyclopedia of words that we've created and made up to assign to meanings, and now we know exactly what they mean. From a very, very young age, we've been educated to be able to learn words that have been created from past generations, and now you don't even have to think about a word that you're saying. You wouldn't have understood it if you never learned that word to begin with, but because you've learned it from a very young age and you know exactly what that word means, even though in another set of circumstances, every single word that we can be saying could be different from the words that we have now. We could have made completely different words for the words that we have. Does that make sense? And we would understand them the exact same way. The meaning. Like, it's fucking crazy. Bro, now I'm definitely crashing out, bro. What the hell you got me doing? You got me talking about the origin of fucking words and language. Fuck it. Some people believe that extraterrestrial beings helped us develop. How? Like, extraterrestrial beings, we don't have any hope or any chance to contact anyone from light years away. You know how long it takes to go one single light year? A whole year traveling at speed of light. And the fact that there's more than one of that measurement, there's no way that most of us will ever see or ever hear from any kind of extraterrestrial life in the space of millions or billions of years. So the fact that if there isn't a species that is as advanced as us, they wouldn't even be able to reach us, because we're not advanced to be able to reach that far anyway. Not yet. And if there's a species in a planet somewhere that is far more advanced, is able to communicate with us through our radio signals, radio waves, somehow, or they're so advanced that they're actually able to make the trip and the distance over here. Oh my god. How? If they're that advanced, will we even be able to understand or speak, again, the language? How will we communicate with these people who are so much more advanced than we are? Like, we probably couldn't even understand how that works, even if they did their best to teach us. Again, communication is a very key thing. If they've got their own completely different style of language and their different way of expressing body language in general, there's a lot of, like, they might do like this. Here's an example. They might do like this, and they're like, what that means is I'm hungry. You would never know. And yes, the reason why I'm using that as an example as body language is because if you're a sentient being, any animal, any human, they have different gestures. Think about the animal species right here. When a dog wags its tail, it's really happy, or it's expecting a treat, you can tell that a dog is getting excited. Their pleasure senses are going up when they're wagging their tail. Humans don't do that, right? And we would never have known unless we were able to domesticate pets and study them for long enough. So imagine how things could be with an alien who have different ways of communicating with us if they were, again, a similar kind of being, or built similar to humans or animals, that we can kind of try to understand their gestures, if that makes sense, their movements. Because there's no way in hell we're going to understand what they're going to say, because we don't know. If they have a language, we obviously never learned about their language, so we obviously will never be able to understand something we never learned to begin with. Whereas if you've never spoken to someone for fucking 10 years, or you've been a mute and you've been surrounded, you've cut yourself from civilization, you're not on social media, you're not on internet, you haven't heard a single person say a single, certain words or a particular sentence, right? Doesn't mean you're going to forget it. If you learned it the first time round, it's always inside your brain. That's the good thing about long-term memory. You learn something once, it's always in there. You may never be able to remember it unless you got the right triggers. But as long as you've learned it the first time, you can never know the answer of something you have never learned. The consciousness, the brain, bro, it's crazy. I'm smoking weed right now, by the way. Oh my god. Alright, I'm gonna take you. There's a couple of jaws that passed me, bro. And the reason why I didn't even talk about them is because I didn't want to make anyone feel uncomfortable. I know there's a lot of people actually listening into my rant that looked at me and think, yo, this guy's kind of crazy. And they're absolutely right. But I didn't want to turn the camera and say, oh, look at that person. That makes me look like a creep. Unless I was going to say, oh, you know what, I'm going to go up to the person and ask them a question about something I'm thinking about. And I might just do that right now. W crash out. Bro, this is a crash out if you ever fucking seen one. I'm crashing out as we fucking speak. Shit, the sun is rose a little bit. It's almost 7 o'clock, that's why. As you can see, it's a little bit fucking brighter right now. I need to catch my breath. I need to stop with the EPZ angles, man. But you know what they say, the only reason why there's EPZ angles is not because I forget about the angles, is because, and this is one thing you need to be pressing streamers on. If you see an IRL streamer doing EPZ angles, you gotta tell him, yo, why the fuck are you scared of the people around you? Why? Fucking hell. Alright. Yeah, there's a Lego store here. Right here. I can use other fucking, basically, I've never been here before. I went to this M&M store, man. That was a while ago, man. Obviously, anyone who's very familiar with London will know this place. They really will. They will know. Because I'm right in the middle of the heart of the tourist area. It's just the way it is, man. Oh my god. Follow me. There is a pigeon. Oh, there's a pigeon festival. Jesus Christ. I'm surrounded, bro. This is what I'm talking about. Pigeon Fest. I'm crashing out right here. A lot of pigeons just landed. Someone's feeding them. Alright. Well, look, I'll tell you what. I got a plan. Tomorrow I'm going to be, obviously, well, tomorrow / today I'm going to be streaming. I'll make sure of it. But, I need to go home and get some rest. I'm not ending right now. We've been on for an hour and 53 minutes, and the plan is to end by the 2-hour mark, and maybe I can talk about a couple of things I might have planned tomorrow. I want to be out a lot earlier, actually. We're going to try go inside of a club. I'm going to try get someone on board with us. We don't really have a particular plan. Right now, it was pretty antisocial, but that's because it's been the very first time I streamed in like fucking 8 months. I'm going to be honest with you. So, this is more of like shaking off the rust, if that makes sense. Getting a little bit loose and feeling a little bit more comfortable with ourselves, I would say. And right now the timing is not really the best as well, so it's a combination of the two. If this was earlier and the clubs are still open, people are still going out. Like, there's quite a lot of people actually trying to go to work right now on a Saturday. People actually on their way to work. Like, it's kind of crazy. So we will take the time to do that. And yeah, look, trust me, we go out earlier, things are going to go down. I'm a lot more confident. I know what to expect. I know exactly what to deliver. I want you guys to see everything that, like, so many things that you don't get a chance to see, if that makes sense. Anything. Like, I'm going to try hook some music up right now. I don't know if the stream can actually hear the music that I'm going to be playing, but I will do it. I'm going to be cutting up clips and releasing them. It's going to be philosophy. It's going to be all about philosophy, bro. This is a philosophical stream. We were talking about, man, this is a little bit loud. We were talking about the dynamics of the way of life. People, man, I know I'm a real deep thinker, but I don't know, it's like there's a lot of people that have a lot of things that they think about, they just don't know how to talk about. They don't know how to feel about these things. They don't know what to say, what to make of it. They don't know what to think. And here's me just blurting and rambling them out. Like, as soon as I kind of like think about it, just because the more you talk about it, the more of an understanding you have something. It's like, think about it. If you say, for example, you're someone who's like in the closet, right? If you're in the closet and you're like, well, I'm not gay or anything like that. If you keep denying it, and if you keep saying, oh, I don't want to think about it, I don't want to talk about it, you know, it's against my religion, or my parents won't like it, or my family won't like it, you will never understand what you truly feel. Like, you'll never let yourself get the opportunity to understand a little bit better about why you're feeling the way that you're feeling, you know, because it's too uncomfortable for you. You're like, no, I can't, you know, I feel guilty thinking about that kind of shit. So you suppress it more, you don't understand it, you become a lot more ignorant towards it, and you're like, you know what, I don't. And this is a problem. It's like there's a lot of people that hold back parts of themselves because they don't accept themselves the way they are. And it's not just to do with that, like, it's not that, it's other parts of your character. Like, if someone says something, like, this is one of the things, is streamers ban viewers for saying something about their personality when the streamers shared a little bit too much about the way they are, and they're like, oh, I don't like that person saying about me because, you know, I think that, you know, that's, you know, it pisses me off that someone thinks like that to, you know, about me or some shit like that. And that's because they feel too ashamed to confront it themselves. If someone's like EBZ, for example, people are like saying, and yeah, it's Krog life, you know, okay, and then he gets so defensive over it. I know he's got his beliefs and his way of thinking, and I think a lot of his stuff is like, he's super, believe it or not, a lot behind it is it goes back to the whole being overly religious thing as well. I think that's really something that's ingrained in a lot of the minds. You're saying, oh, this is not the way it is, this is not what God intended for me, that's the reason why I feel the way it is. And he doesn't want to kind of preach that kind of shit. I'm not trying to make excuses for it. The reason why he doesn't is because maybe, like I said, a lot of people think it's true and stuff like that. But that's because he never gave himself the chance to kind of entertain it and think, okay, maybe what if I was? Why would I be feeling that way? Why would I be thinking, even if it's you know, I'm not taking it that seriously? Then they'd be like, you know what, it doesn't matter that much to me. I understand. If I was in that position and I don't believe in it, I'll go seek the help to try and convert me into someone like who doesn't. That's one thing I hate about like all the religious shit and stuff like that, is that when they want to make you try convert and go through conversion therapy and camps and all that stuff, because it's in direct opposition. But there's a lot of faiths like Christianity, Islam, you know, Judaism, that have organizations that will say, you know what, if you're having these feelings, it's okay, just don't act on them. we will have put you on a program to get yourself back to feeling, to not having those thoughts anymore. They will actually they'll support you through it. They're like, oh, we understand you have those feelings. We know that you might be thinking, say for example, you're a guy, you might be thinking about men. They're like, okay, we understand you have those feelings. Now, we know it's natural that you have that, but you need to find a way to get rid of it because it's against our faith. So they're not like, oh, you're beyond repair. If you deny yourself, they'll accept you. It's crazy, isn't it? That's exactly what I'm trying to say. I can't subscribe to ideology like that. You know, I'm a free being, man. And all of this stuff is for nothing, because when we die, our brains die as well. We don't have consciousness anymore as soon as our brains die. There's no way our soul goes to an afterlife. You don't go to a heaven, you don't go to a hell, because your brain simply doesn't exist anymore. Your brain is everything to do with you. If you don't have a brain, you don't have memory anymore. How the hell are you going to have any of your memories, anything that you've learned, if your brain is dead? It can't be brought back to life. You don't have a spirit, you don't have a soul. That's just, your soul doesn't contain all of the things that you remembered, everything that makes you who you are. It just doesn't make sense. Do I think we have a soul? No, I don't think we have a soul. There's no such thing as a soul. Everything that we think is a soul is actually inside of our fucking brains. All of those neurons, the neuron pathways that we learn things and we can do things without even thinking about it, is because the way the brain develops since we were born as children, as a fetus, going into children who've learned a lot, growing up into adults. If we die and our brain is gone, that's it. Why do you think someone can be in an accident, suffer severe brain damage, have no memory of themselves, or they won't be able to do the basic things anymore? Things like talking, things like walking, they're very difficult because you've had an impact that's affected your brain, and part of your brain has been damaged to the point that that area that was responsible for learning and remembering the information of how to do this, you know, your motor skills, for example, you might not even know how to walk, those things, or you might not even be able to speak. How? Think about it. You die. What version of yourself will go to heaven or hell? What version? Was it the one before you had the brain damage? Or would it be the one after where you are impaired permanently? If someone ends up becoming schizophrenic, will there be a version of them that still has the same visions and hear the same things as well at the same time? Because those things, there is no cure, right? That stays with you for the rest of your life. How would there be a version of you that doesn't have that? Everything that affects your brain, that is your consciousness. Once you die, there is no afterlife. You can't be reincarnated. Your brain is dead. That's it. Finished. I don't even need to say it anymore. That's why I don't believe that there is a soul. I don't believe in an afterlife. I don't believe that there is a place that's better. Once we die, that's it. It's game over. We don't even remember what it's like before we were born because we didn't exist. Man. How many people do I think will subscribe to my philosophy? Here's a fun fact. The vast majority of people that exist in this world believe in a religion. There must be approximately so Islam has almost 2 billion followers. Christianity has around 2 billion followers. That's already 4 billion people in the world who automatically who do not believe in my ideology because it's not compatible. There's no way you can believe that there's no afterlife if you believe in those religions, right? So that's what I'm saying. There's 4 billion people written away. Think about India, the population, right? Think about China, the population. How many people of those believing in certain faith, of Buddhism or Hinduism or the other faiths, sub-faiths like Sikhism, etc. So there's a large population of people who believe in that as well. That leaves a small minority, or a minority of people who subscribe to the same ideology. And it's crazy. Those statistics, the reason why the statistics are so big and so strong is because most of the people ended up growing up under parents who believe that. So automatically they follow that faith and religion, and they are far more likely to stick with it during their adulthood than they would if they grew up under, yeah, basically they're far more likely to stick with it through their adulthood. If there was an atheist who raised children, it's very unlikely that that atheist will pick a religion, and say, oh, I believe in Christianity or I believe in Judaism. That's a lot more rare than someone being born under religion staying in the same religion. That's very common. Most people who follow religion, they follow a religion they were basically born into. They never got that choice to begin with, and because of the way they were raised, because of the way they were indoctrinated and the way they grew up, bro, it's all you know. It's all you know, and that's the way it is. But when you're too uncomfortable to challenge that, because imagine the kind of damage it will do to your family if you say to them, no, I don't believe in that. That's not me anymore. They'll be like, what? The fact that we're not having an upfront and honest conversations about this shows us how fucking far behind we are. You have to be 100% honest with yourself, what you think, what you feel, what you truly believe in, or from what you've learned. And don't be afraid of saying that to the people that you love the most, your own family, your mother, your father, your brother, your sister. Don't be afraid to tell them that and say, this is the reason why I feel the way it is. I've done my own education. Thank you very much for telling me what you did. Or telling me about this or telling me about that. But I've done my own soul searching. Well, there's no such thing as a soul, I believe. And I've been able to come to another conclusion. Respect that. No. Some people might want to kick you out for that. Some people might be like, will give you grief over it, and it's just much easier not to get into that anyway, so you just don't tell them. So maybe to them you're like, yeah, I am still like Muslim or Christian or a Jewish person, but deep down you're like, no, I don't really believe that, but I just can't be bothered to talk to them and go through all of that shit in case I might lose them. Bro, we're already at 2 hours and 6 minutes, bro. Enough time, bro. I want to say thank you to everyone who's come onto the stream to say hi to me. Like I said, I just needed to get myself a lot more comfortable with getting back on. I will never talk about philosophy. Okay, I will talk about philosophy, not like this anymore. The only reason why I'm talking about it on end is because I never really, oh god, if everyone has creative thought and is powerful to create things into existence, then where does that power stem from? Let's take it back. Let's take it back to when we discovered fire, man. Let's take it back. What led us to want to discover fire? I know we're cold and stuff like that, but how did we do it? Were we rubbing sticks together? Was it because we were so sick and tired of the cold? We were so sick and tired, and when we started rubbing things together, we felt warmth because friction actually generates heat. Is that why? So we're thinking if we do this enough with certain materials, oh, this feels warmer. 2 pieces of dry wood, being rubbed against each other feels a lot warmer than rubbing your own hands. And it feels warm enough to actually, again, something that causes a spark to create that flame. So a lot of our creative thought might have been in response to an obsession of a need. We need something, so we're going to keep doing something. It's like Gary keep pressing the bet button every time he's on a slot because he knows that max win is fucking coming. It's like, if there's something that you're striving for, desperate, you want it to happen, you're going to do things that you think is going to make that thing happen. And all of a sudden, it might manifest it might not work, but you might stumble across something. It might be for something else. For example, like with the sticks, for example, you can create heat, you can create fire, but you also knew, when you created fire, for example, not only did you create a heat source, you created something that generated light. So you had a completely different benefit as a result of it that was created that you didn't intend. You didn't know that fire could also produce light the way it produces heat, and now all of a sudden you can basically keep areas lit. You can use sticks and you can be walking out with the flame on the stick and you can actually see inside of caves. It's like doing science investigations. There's so many different substances and compounds that we found out actually did other things we weren't even looking for. We weren't even investigating for it. We weren't even trying to discover it, but we found out, oh, it does this as well. Oh, this happens. So then you're going to start doing investigations to test how that's effective. It's like we discover things by accident. It's crazy. If science is, which I believe, science is true, which I believe it is, but if we still haven't discovered the truth of the Big Bang, then what is the truth? The truth, my friend, bro, is that we may never know. We may never know, man. We may never know. There's so many questions that we're never going to find the answers to, right? We can try to figure out a theory that fits as closely to the scenario of what. And again, look, the level of research that they've done, I'm not going to say that, oh, it's easy peasy, I know what they did. Man, I can't even. The things that they've done were so high level, so detailed, so hard to comprehend. They were fucking geniuses that were really working on figuring these things out. It's so complicated, so damn complicated, but if to the people who actually understand it, you know, it makes perfect sense. And like I said, there's only like a particular right answer. Like the way that science operates is that, you know, there is a set things that things will happen in a set way because of properties are always in place and they will never change. So if that, you know, if something like two chemicals react in a certain way, obviously this chemical is going to react like this. That's why we name this element that. Or, you know, like I said, all of the elements could have different names, but we know the name of the element and we know the characteristics of that particular element, and there's certain conditions where things change, right? So you know, like that's how we can try rely on it. But there's certain things that we'll never know. Like we can only know so much, but there's certain things, like for example, how did the Big Bang happen? What was the origin of that shit? Like those are things, let's be honest, man, I'll be surprised if we ever fucking find the answer to that. It's been a while, it's not been that long. We just don't know, not yet. That's it. And it's okay to admit that. It's okay to admit we just don't know what it is. So why are people, you know, preaching, saying they know exactly what is, you know, to be expected? Like, according, for example, to religions, we're 100% guaranteed to have an afterlife if you fully believe in it. 100% guaranteed, beyond a shadow of doubt. But you don't know what exactly. They only go off what's been described in the books, but you don't know exactly because you've never been in that, you know, position or situation. So, Big Bang is supposed to define the source of existence. How am I confident that there's no afterlife? For the reasons I stated. If my brain, or there's this, like, if somehow I'm able to retain my memories, where is that going to be stored? Is that going to be stored inside of some kind of soul? There's a lot of uncertainty. But if something doesn't make sense, I'm like, no, that's impossible because there's no way that can happen without this, then I'm going to lean on this. Basically, I'm going to conclude that, okay, look, that's definitely not possible. Certain things that we don't know, it's like, we know that, we know all the properties of the elements. We know the universe is expanding. We know where everything, the elements came from, stars, etc. And again, the theory of the Big Bang makes the most sense. But what we know, like, before then, that's the whole thing. It's like, if someone came up with a theory, so no, someone had to have created that. Oh, yeah, they had to, the argument that is used, philosophical one, someone had to have created that. Who created that someone that created that? And who created that someone who created that? Who created that? If everything really does have a beginning, who's the beginning of the beginning? You're right. The afterlife hasn't been proven in facts, but I'm confident there is no afterlife. I think it's really unlikely. I could actually be wrong. Okay, here's the thing with you and Kai. It's like, listen, I could actually be wrong. Like I said, but in my mind, from my rationalization, it's very unlikely to happen, but I could actually be wrong. Because I don't know. But like I said, from what I understand makes more sense than what is being written in, you know, again, certain textbooks as to what's going to happen. That doesn't mean that there might not be an afterlife, but I definitely think there's not going to be an afterlife the way that has been written in the books. But what I'm saying is that, oh yeah, you know, if we can't exist in a certain way, you know, no brain, no existence. I'm very confident that we don't really have one, but I'm not 100% certain. I'm definitely certain that it's not going to be the way that's written in those books, though. I hope that explains it. It's really hard to grasp your head around, and like I said, there's things that we just don't know, that we've got to put our hands up to it. So my point with, like, for example, religions, is that they're laying out the blueprint, that they know what's going to happen when they're just as clueless as we are. But there are things that we've discovered and known, and there's so many things that we're going to learn about. We haven't stopped discovery. In 100 years' time, there's so many things that we're going to be discovering in the meantime that we never did at this point. And that's going to keep happening as long as there's enough research and innovation. As long as there's a high enough budget to dedicate towards the research. Like I said, human curiosity to find out a little bit more about how to create things. And find the answers and actually learn more about how the world around us works. And we're still continuing to learn. So hopefully we can get to that point where the questions that we have now, again, the only thing we can hope for is that we can get a little bit more clarity on it in the future. But anyways, man, bro, this was too much, man. I'm going to have to clip this up. I'm going to have to title it. It's going to be a it's going to be a philosophical stream. We're going to basically put some clips on it on YouTube and, you know, post, because we're gonna try basically grab onto a meta and run with it, see what the fucking algorithm likes. View and car, I really want to appreciate you. Thank you very much for actually joining me here. I really appreciate that. I'm never gonna forget about it. It was nice seeing you on the other streams back in the day. We were actually chatting together. I will be on again tomorrow. You challenged me a lot. Like, you had me thinking about things I haven't really thought about in a while. Here's me thinking, it's like, look, one thing I should never think is I have it all figured out, because I don't have it all figured out. That's one of the reasons why I constantly think all the time, because I know I don't have the answers. I don't have it. But again, someone gives me something of a different perspective that I wasn't even thinking about, and I'm like, okay, great, thank you very much. Oh shit, damn. And you were that person to kind of push me into that direction. That's why we can't really do it all on our own. We need other people to kind of to feed into us, to kind of like actually see things from a different point of view, different perspective. And now we're like, oh shit, you know, if you weren't there, I wouldn't have been able to realize it this way. So thank you. All right. That's real. Bro, you're as real as they get. Remember that. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Like, I feel like I've been a dick all stream. I really have been. You know, sorry about that. I know I kind of just like rambled on and just, I'm not even wasn't even paying attention to chat as much. I'm just trying to kind of get used to it. I will be better at it. I will try to be better at it. And if I'm not, just let me know. Thank you very much for challenging me. I expect it. Keep the criticisms coming. I'm not perfect. There's so much I need to improve on. And yeah, look, there's different ways I could do things. Let me know when I'm boring people. Let me know if there's something I can do. Hey, why don't you go find this or sort that out, like, you know, find JAWNS or whatever. And look, help push me along that direction. I will listen to it. I'll appreciate it. And I don't know what to say. Well, look, anyways, take good care. I'm gonna be heading home. Like I said, just I'll be in the Discord as well, and yeah, you'll get the notification very soon. Take good care, man. Peace.